Is this thing on? What's up, B? Is it working? Okay. Good. Everything okay? With the volume? I'm missing a wheel. Oh no. Oh no. Still trying to figure this damn positioning out. Audio clear, cool, man. Upgrades. Gotta love upgrades. Welcome in, everybody. As you're coming in, we talk about what's behind me here. I can't really talk about it. I can't say it out loud on this platform. We also talk about habit mastery and addiction recovery and how it's okay to use things to alter your mind. It's a human quality. You know, actually the entire animal kingdom does that. Whether it's catnip and cats, or I'm trying to think of some very specific. I'll have to study it a little more, but that's true. Like animals, we like altering our mind, and it can be used as a weapon or a tool. You can weaponize an altered state of mind to work against you, or you can utilize it to work as a tool for you. Cool, man. Is that a good thing? Red cloud gauge? So you saw me, you're scrolling on the TikTok like we always do, and then you saw the sign and it stopped you? Oh, me too, man. Me too. Mushrooms make nicer people. They make better people. They make greater people. And so what I've decided to do with this life is I'm living a certain way with personal growth and routine every single morning. So it's always been like that. But I've never had structure because, well, let's not even talk about because. I've never had real structure, and here's the way I know I can structure it. I'm going to start using this as a video journal to talk about what I'm going through in my life, to dive deep into my own mind and actually reflect on my choices live on camera. And you can join me and you can come back here every single day and know that I'm going to be doing that, because I was a homeless drug addict. I was intravenously addicted to meth and heroin, and I was using those things as a weapon against me. I'd like to add that there are drugs, or there are substances that heighten your awareness. It heightens everything. Like, you can raise your consciousness with these substances, and there are things that lower you to numb you, to drop you out of the reality you're in so that you don't pay attention. You're always paying attention to something. You're always spending attention on something. My mom spends a lot of her attention on pain, on suffering. She's an amputee. She doesn't like her quality of life. And slowly but surely I'm getting through to her, helping her understand that you can't lay in bed and watch TV all day. You can't. She feels that she can't do much, but that's not true. There are plenty of things that she can do. What's up, everybody jumping in? I hope that you would stick around and talk about the MD word. We talk about mushrooms here, legal forms of mushrooms. Don't do any reporting. Don't do any hating. Don't be a troll. Literally, this science helps people. It's called neuroscience, and with the combination of psychotherapy. And I'm a self-practitioner. I fixed my life from a 130-pound soaking wet drug addict living under a bridge at Getwell and 9 Arnold Road, Memphis, Tennessee. And in 3.5 years' time, I've gone from, I want you to understand this. It's been difficult, a lot of life challenges, but the habits every single day, the routine has been the same. And what I've learned through this experience, through this journey, is that what you do every day determines the quality of your life. I stopped focusing on what I wasn't doing right, and I started focusing on what can I do every single day to form habits. Thanks for the follow, Jesse Renee. There's a moderator in here. He'll answer any of your questions. If I get into a flow state and I get to jabbering and you ask me a question, he can help me out with that. That's a nice quote. I like that. Who is that? Is that you? Black Pepper McGee, thank you for your comment. You're a product of who you were a year ago. And I live by that. I don't want to be argumentative. I can see, yeah. But not all the way. Yes, that's a good one though. You see how I want to point that out. I use this as I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to call you wrong. I'm actually here to change my mind, to take all of my attention and awareness and focus it on how I answer and ask questions inside of my own mind. That's thinking. Thinking is the process of asking and answering questions, but most of us do our thinking subconsciously. I think we may have crossed paths for a reason. That is for sure. That is 100% for sure. The algorithm helps with that too. My life's purpose is to end homelessness and to revolutionize the addiction recovery forever. You know, why cure something immediately that you can treat for a lifetime? It's right in front of us. The treatment centers, the 12-step programs. It teaches you powerlessness, and it tries to brainwash you into believing you have no choice, that you're involuntarily acting. You can't. That's bullshit. Nothing eliminates free will, but we do what we most of the time feel like doing, right? And anybody ever said that? I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. You got to alter the way that you feel. Your heart has sensory neurites inside of it. 40,000 of them. They operate independently of the brain. What this tells you is you have brain cells inside of your heart that feel. Sensory. S-E-N-S-O-R-Y. Sensory neurites. Feeling brain cells. So if the two make peace in this one house, then you can say to the mountain, move away, and it will move away. You could be thinking and knowing and have the vision in your imagination, and your feeling keep you from taking the right action. You have to change the feeling. And so I say this almost every day because it's so true. Thank you, Dr. Joe Dispenza, for helping me learn this. Thinking and feeling are an interconnected loop. They're interconnected. You will always think the way that you feel, and you'll always feel the way that you think. How do you interrupt that if you're not getting the results that you want? Well, there's really two ways. Free will and choice. Or free will and choice. Sorry. Same thing there. Hang on. Come on, brain. Damn, I just lost my entire train of thought. Hang on. Doctor, it's because I read the comment at the same... This is very, very challenging. How do you interrupt the thinking and feeling loop? There's two main ways. You use your words. Why? Well, words are an expression of thought, and we're the only species in the world that can speak. We express our feeling with our words. So if thinking and feeling are an interconnected loop, you have free will, which is choosing to do something no matter how you feel, or you have your words to manipulate how you feel. For instance, if you spend 3 minutes, God dang it, so inverted. All right, let me get used to that. If you spend 3 minutes, if you spend 3 minutes focusing on your breath, very, very deep, using the sutras of your nose, and then extend the exhale longer than the inhale, and you do that for 3 minutes, you'll change the way that you feel inside. You'll feel a little better. There are also, I'm glad I'm finding an entertaining aspect of it. Like, this is not rehearsed. I come on here every day to be authentically vulnerable. Yes, amen. You change your thoughts with your words. Why do affirmations work? Well, Tony Robbins pointed out a really, really good point. Because he talked about his taxi driver that loves him and he's followed him for years and he uses his affirmations. Me mate's on the way, he says. Me mate's on the way to me now. And it's like, and Tony asked him, do you believe it? And he's like, well, nah. There's no intention behind the words. So I would say you have to put the intention. Here's a great analogy for you. The magician and the wand. Notice that Harry Potter the spell doesn't work right if he doesn't put the emphasis, the emotion behind the word, behind the enchantment, right? So not only do you have to speak, but you have to put the emotion behind the speech. I have so much trouble doing that, the slower breathing. Do you have any respiratory difficulties? Do you have any... help me understand you. I'm here to help you guys, dude. So what we've just gone through is the wave. I call it the wave. There's 50 people that come in here, and every human has a very short attention span. Attention is a muscle that you must work on. So most people are gone within, 10 minutes. But what we have here now are the people that are committed to growth. And so I might not have all the answers for you, but I'm here every day, and I'm a coach, and I'm pretty good at it. I have a WhatsApp group that you can join. It's full of people. It's working. I've set the intentions behind my actions, and I've chosen, remember, free will and words. I've chosen to do it no matter how I feel. I didn't feel like going on TikTok. I was a little late today. Mom's interfering. I'll come back to that point. Yes, practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. If you were going to think like I almost did, it's not perfect. It's progress. Dismantle that belief system, Les Brown says. I breathe in for 4 seconds and hold for 4 seconds and let it out for 8 seconds. That's amazing. The awareness of your breathing and the ability to establish a pattern is what helps you connect mind to body. So what you're doing with meditation is connecting your mind to your body. If the two make peace in this one house. You ever sat down in your face to meditate? Your face started itching. Your body is trying to get you to stop. This morning, 50 challenges while I'm trying to sit down and meditate. And finally, during the 20 minutes that I committed, finally I could feel where if this is mind and this is body and we're like this, eventually I got to where they were working together. What's up, man? Thanks for saying hi. Little Big Dreams. Follow. Bree or Bry? Bree? Sorry if I got it wrong. Building community here, my friends. Building community here. Let me show you the community. This is the idea. This is the thing that I'm pursuing. This will replace 12-step recovery. Why does 12-step, let's talk about it. Let's go. That's a good segue. Why does 12-step recovery work? Give you a minute to let it sink in. Okay, thank you for helping me, Bri. Amazing name. Is it stand for Brian? Is it Brian? Anyway, Bryson? Why does 12-step recovery work? Look at the habits. An addict has established attitudes, behaviors, perceptions of life, and choices that are all habitual. You feel like you're boxed in. It's because of the habit. So what 12-step recovery helps you do is, one, it introduces you to community. People that are trying with sagacity to do what you're trying to do. That's a big first step. Second, I do not condone 12-step recovery. Let me say that. I'll drive the point home. Second, it works because it helps you change your habits. If you commit to 90 meetings in 90 days, and you see that right there? If I was to zoom in on that, that's the language they use to program belief. It's written in third person, third and first person. And when you read something in third and first person, I and we, that's thought. You're thinking. So if you read it over and over and over and over again, repetition builds neuroplasticity. So what you're doing is programming, brainwashing yourself with belief. The beliefs of an anonymous sect. I get very passionate about where this is going because it's so true. 100 people, or hundreds of people, wrote in the 1970s and to construct the book that they use. And they're anonymous. So you've got a group of anonymous people, not listed. You don't know who they are, programming you with statements like, and I quote, "We believe," who? Who believes? "We believe that every addict, including the potential addict," this is verbatim, "suffers." You want to pay attention to the language. If you fall into a group of people, addicts and potential addicts, and you believe that addicts suffer, and you are an addict, and you introduce yourself as an addict every time you go to a meeting, then what you're programming yourself with is the belief that you suffer. Is it too loud? Let me know if it's too loud, because it's really close to me, and I don't want it to clip. Let me know if it's too loud. If you believe that way, let me finish it. Verbatim, "We believe that every addict suffers from an incurable disease of body, mind, and spirit." I'm just addicted, bro. I'm trying to recover my mind, my ability to make right decisions. I'm not insane. Like the second step says to restore you to sanity. I wasn't insane, motherfucker. I was addicted. So awareness around what addiction is, a set of bad habits and behaviors, is what needs to be understood. Why does it work so well? Because one, it introduces you to community, and two, sorry, I'm memorizing this. I'm putting this together in my head as I'm going along, but it's fact. Community. What was the second one? Come on, brain. Why does 12-step recovery work so well? Because of community and the change of habits. What's up, DJ? How you doing, dude? Welcome in. Stick around. Invite people. I know, like, not everybody can be here at this time, but once a week you can. And if I'm here every single day at the same time, you can find a time to come back here. And I know this is why I'm growing. To be so committed to something for so long and have so many people hate on you. But to know in your heart and mind that you're right. That's why I do what I do. That's why I'll continue to do what I do. Me doing this on camera, being authentically me, vulnerable to my bad choices. What I did yesterday, today, I yelled at my mom just 25 minutes ago because she interfered. I came in there this morning, I fixed her a cup of coffee. I said, I'm committed to going live on TikTok at 9 o'clock. Would you like to get up and stretch and walk now? She's practicing walking. Now or at 11 o'clock when I get done? And she was like, just fix me some coffee. So I fixed the coffee, and then right before 9 o'clock started, she wanted to walk. And I snapped. Shouldn't have did that. There's conflict. That's all it is. Nobody's right or wrong. There's just conflict. I'm trying to do this, and she's getting in the way of it. So emotional intelligence is what you need. So I've designed and I'm building a program. Let me bring the hat back up. That is a network of coaching. Because remember, thank you for Spirit for helping me keep my train of thought. Thank you. The Freedom Model is a great book. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. Mark Sharon, The Freedom Model. It's 470 pages. But what Mark Sharon is trying to do unsuccessfully for the past 30 years is replace 12-step recovery, which is a program, habits. It helps you change your habits. And he's trying to replace it with information, data. First off, if you consider the statistics of how many people actually read, you'll understand why it's not going anywhere, Mark, there. So it's just lack of awareness. So what will work? What could replace 12-step recovery? A network of coaches worldwide. What's the main problem inside of a room full of people that half are court ordered to be there and half are not? Their lack of sponsors. A sponsor is someone you want to emulate. That's a problem. A sponsor is very, very committed. It's a coach. So what could work? What could replace 12-step recovery and actually end addiction immediately, within months? It takes 66 days to establish habits. So if you have a network of coaches willing to train and teach homeless and addicted people, specifically, if you had 10,000 coaches willing to take on 100 people per year, you know what I mean? There's just, with the right commitment, a network of people commit. So co-create. But one, co-create, it takes coaches committing to the same goal. But two, it takes me, the coach, and you, the addict, committing to your vision of the future. You have to say, I want these things. Something happened in my life and it made me think that wasn't possible. And so instead of fucking trying harder, I started numbing myself. Anybody? Me. I went to American Idol and didn't practice whatsoever. I thought I was entitled to have this fucking... I'm supposed to win this competition because it's my destiny. Didn't practice. And then got told no by the producers, didn't even make it to Simon, Randy, and Paula, and that it broke my spirit into a million pieces, and I started using crack the next 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks later, the instance occurred where I was not only introduced to the connection, but I'd made the choice to do so. So it was the choice to numb that pain instead of grow. Everything that you want, it is possible once you establish the habit. And I want to use an analogy to help you understand. I want everybody, the 10 of you, to comment down below. Are you left-handed or right-handed? Oh, yeah. Sorry, dude. Bros for life, man. Yeah, they'll get mad, huh? Give them no opportunity to report. Thank you. So that means so much to me that you guys are participating. That you're not... I can imagine that... put myself in your shoes. You've got the phone in front of you. Set the phone down, because I'm going to have to require you to do something. And grab a pen. So... I want to really, really drive this point home for you so you understand, one, why things aren't happening the way you want, and two, why it's so fucking uncomfortable to change. Comment down below when you got your pen. Say, got it. Do I have one? I won't participate. I've done this thousands of times. Literally, over the span of 2.5 years, I've performed this exercise thousands of times. Why do I continue to do it? Because it helps people understand. Once it clicks in here, and you remember that free will, the choice to do what is necessary no matter how you feel, and two, the habit, you have to form the habit. It's all going to start working for you. Because you're going to say, all right, I want this. Well, what are the habits of someone that does this? And you're going to develop those habits. Write your name. Write your name with your hand, with your dominant hand. Think while you're writing it. Do it slowly. And think about all the times that you've written. The years of school that were centered around you writing with this hand. Why is it so comfortable to write with this hand? Think really deeply. Keep all of your awareness on the fact that all of the hours spent with you writing with this hand is the reason why it is what? Comfortable. Easy. That, my friends, is a habit. Now, take the pen and notice as I tell you to do this, put it in the other hand, but notice how uncomfortable it is. You're not even going to know how to position it. You might even have to re-put it in your hand and say, all right, think about how many times you've put that pen in your other hand. Not very often, huh? Now, right below where you just wrote your name, I want you to write your name again. Comment. I'm asking you to do too much. When you get done doing this, say did it. So I know who's participating all the way. It's difficult. It's probably going to be sloppy. You might not even write like down a crooked, not in a straight line. All right. What you've just experienced is how uncomfortable it is to change a habit. What you haven't done every single day is very uncomfortable to do. I'll give you an example. I'm going to make myself very vulnerable, but my teeth show it, so it's pretty obvious. I don't have the habit of brushing my teeth at specific times. I prove it every day. The habit isn't built because I don't get my ass in there specific time, brush the teeth. It's uncomfortable. Why? What's in there that prevents my brain or our brains from saying, all right, just go brush the fucking teeth? I hope this is driving the points home. So now imagine, what? Writing with your strong hand isn't a habit? Yeah, it is. It's a habit. Or is that a joke? Take my strong hand. But here's the thing. Imagine, Close your eyes if you need to, and imagine trying to write an entire page how you just wrote your name with your opposite hand. Imagine that. How uncomfortable would it be? The entire time you're writing, you would be screaming inside of your head, just put the pen in the other hand, man. It's uncomfortable, but you have the free will, the choice. So it's literally doing what you know is required, no matter how you feel. So Dan, I have a question. How should I do the writing exercise? Ironically, I have dysgraphia. What is that? Help me out. Dyslexia? Did you mean dyslexia and it auto-corrected? Yeah. I can relate, bro. I'm always sloppy. And when I pick up the pen, I'm always like, I'm really in a hurry to get it written. That's why I don't journal. I hate my handwriting, and I don't write fast. I don't write cursively. I don't write in cursive. So I have to pick the pen up and press it back down to the page. So first, Brandon, I want you to stop saying that. We have to interrupt your story. Jack Canfield says in his book, The Success Principles, right here. You think that you are describing what happened? That's okay. It's not. Don't feel shame from what I'm speaking to you. You feel like you're describing what happened, what in the present circumstances, but every time you use your words to do that, you're prescribing that to your subconscious mind. So if that part of your brain is paralyzed, it's going to continue to be paralyzed because you're using your words. That's my POV, bro. I don't know. If it's uncomfortable, it's just driving my point home. You got to do what's uncomfortable to develop a habit. I think maybe what you're asking is why don't you improve your handwriting, or why doesn't it become comfortable? I would say for you then, use another analogy. All I'm trying to do with this handwriting analogy is help people understand every habit in your life. Your life is a collection of habits. And the reason why your life isn't changing into the way you want it is because your current habits. They could be good or bad. They could be the lack of improving the good ones or the lack of not changing the bad ones. What's up, Sugar Warlock? Thank you, man. Thanks for checking. You at work? You got to go? Let me know. You gonna stick around? Yeah, dude. You can type, right? We can type. So let's get back to where were we? Replacing 12-step recovery with something that works 100% of the time. That's my goal. Now I want to take a minute to tell you something that's happened to me. Remember I said I was going to start. Good morning, Dylan. What's up, brother? Love your content, man. You're so inspiring, man. You're the epitome of someone that inspires. Continue to do what you're doing. It's working. Something happened to me. So let me see how I can explain it. The Freedom Model is a book. It's only been around a few years because it used to be a program. I've learned a lot about it. So the Freedom Model was a retreat, a non-12-step program retreat where they taught people how to use free will to beat their addiction. It's great. But now they've taken all that data and research that they've done over the past 20 years and put it into a book. And they're trying to replace, you heard me say this, speak on it a little bit earlier, that they're trying to replace a program 12-step program means change of habits with a book that no one's reading. The addicts need a step-by-step program. It's just how it is. Part of their book says that addiction is a paradigm that we have to eliminate. I don't agree. Addiction is a word that you use to describe someone choosing to partake in something that's giving them negative consequences. We need a word for that. And recovery has an end date. It's like, what did you lose? If you're recovering, what are you missing? For most people, it's the ability to make right decisions, the ability to choose against your inner desire because of the neurocircuitry that's established. First off, it's a misuse of dopamine. So not only are you throwing your body's ability to produce dopamine off, but you're continuously giving yourself dopamine, which is a reward chemical. So you're rewarding yourself for what? For nothing. You know when I do these things right here every day. But you know when I do them? Not every time. Most every time. Confidently stating most every time is to reward with this one right here on the back. I can't speak the name. I do it to reward myself. I do a 5-hour personal growth routine. It involves meditation, going to the gym for 2 hours, coming home, I don't even know if I could say that word, MD, taking my thing, meditating, getting off of there and studying trading the stock market because I'm committed to that, learning to be a trader, developing habits. The first 5 hours of my day are developing habits. And it's working. I mean, not only is it easier for me to talk about, it's easier to do. The more that you continue and continue, especially, I'll give you a really good example of how I use this thing right here. If I don't fucking feel like it, I don't feel like this shit, I don't want to do this, but I know I have to. Then, once I do it, I will reward myself. Good job, bro. That can happen multiple times within a day. You don't want to sit in front of a computer and build a new website, right? There's so much organization and creativity that's got to go in this project I'm doing, and I have to do it. Well, Pareto principle. 20 minutes on, 5 minutes off, baby. So what do I do during the 5 minutes? You can only guess, right? It's use the thing as a tool to make you do what you know you have to do. Every single hobby, every single career, it involves things that are uncomfortable and that you don't like. It involves the highs and lows, the things that you're comfortable and you like doing them and the things you don't like doing them. But you've got to do it. Especially when you know, consciously, you're aware that doing this repetitively every single day will build a habit that will demand my success, that will guarantee my success. I can hint at one of the habits I'm trying to build by doing this. Can you guess what it is? Comment down below if one of the habits I'm trying to build by going live every day on TikTok. You don't see me sitting in silence. I'm doing something. It's a presentation of body language. It's a practice of vocabulary. It's an ongoing process for 2 hours of improvisation, driving points home. I'm trying to practice and build habits around speaking. Part of what I do to change lives is speaking. Why do I choose this? Because someone spoke life into me and changed me through their words. The attitude that they presented, it drove the words into my heart. Like when they spoke, the conviction behind their words penetrated my soul, and it changed me. I can be very specific. A few people: Dr. Joe Dispenza, Jake Ducey, Eric the Hip Hop Preacher Thomas. Write the names down. Check their content out. Eric the Hip Hop Preacher Thomas, Jake Ducey, Ducey, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Tony Robbins, very easy one. Pay attention to the people and what they speak. Look at why they do what they do. It changed me. It woke me up. Flow state, huh? I'm going to make some content out of this today, baby. It's good stuff today. Perfect background, perfect lighting, perfect position, microphone not clipping. Can I get an amen? I'm getting better at my craft. Thank you, Dylan. I'm working on it, man. It's the same intelligence you have. What separates us from other animals is our ability to think, to ask and answer questions. And no cat, right? He's outside. I decided if I'm going to let my cat out at all, it'll be during the day, because he'll eventually come home by 2 or 3 o'clock and I can keep him in. So, choices, man. Deciphering why you're doing what you're doing. Stop impulsively making decisions. That's a good clip. That's it. That's it right there. 7-minute clip. Stop fucking impulsively making decisions. Think through everything. If I could, in the next 30 minutes, I could clean my kitchen. Should I do it now? Why shouldn't I? Why should I? That's what I'm getting at. Decipher. Analyze everything that you choose to do, and realize that 95% of what you do is subconscious. That means habit. What a brain scan shows you, if you hooked someone up to a brain scan and you monitored them, when they're doing something they've done thousands of times, like writing, the brain doesn't light up in those areas because the body is doing it for them. So you could relate your subconscious mind is the heart. It's the heart. Dr. Joseph Murphy says, inside of you, you have a subconscious mind. Science proves now that 40,000 neurites, it's true, operate independently of the brain. I and the Father are one, but the Father is greater than I. Your consciousness is there, son, but your habits are stronger than you. Yeah, I can share my daily habits that I developed. So I started, the very first one was I analyzed what was my prime time usage of meth and heroin. And it was late at night. Why? I would sleep all day. And when I would finally wake up, one, I had to wake up with dope. I wouldn't go to sleep a lot of times if I didn't have it. When I woke up though, so the habit that I first focused on was, instead of using drugs at 3 o'clock in the morning, I sleep, 8 hours and then wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go to the gym. Here's the reasoning behind it. You want to know the reasoning behind it? What's the most difficult thing you could commit to? I fucking hated it. I don't want to do this. I've tried it multiple times throughout my life. It's always difficult and I always quit. So I chose it first. One, because of the results that I could achieve. I'm looking at my shape. I'm proud of my fucking self. 3 years of consistency. It's my lifestyle now. You want to change your lifestyle? Develop the habits, commit to them no matter what, and eventually it'll turn into something you enjoy. look at Dylan's question. I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, sharing the habits. So the first habit was physical exercise. And the second habit was meditation. And nobody knows what they're fucking doing. But that's why we have YouTube, right? So if you'll subscribe to my YouTube, it's not much content there yet, but there are playlists that I have that you can access, publicly access. Meditations Made Simple. I've been collecting them for 2.5 years. The ones at the top are the ones I found easiest to learn from. Utilize it, man. I hope that you're asking the question, one, to write down the habits you should start developing. But here I've got I got the playlist to help you develop the habits. I've got a playlist of sleep hypnosis that I use every night. I started as a drug addict 2.5 years ago, living under a bridge. When I would go to sleep with a hypnosis playing in my ear. Why? Your brain drifts into theta, your brainwave frequency, your brainwave states. Right now we're in beta. We're completely aware. And the body is awake too. So, but the less consciousness that you use, the more relaxed the body is, the more asleep it is, the easier it is to absorb new information. That's how I take it. Alpha brainwave states, when you're driving and thinking really clearly, when you're doing something, an activity, walking, you've done it. The body's moving. It's partaking in an activity that you've done 1,000,000 times, and you're also thinking. It allows for more creative thought. It's not constricted. So yeah, meditation is major. That's number 2. So physical exercise, meditation. Now, I can't lie to you. The desire was there to form a habit in journaling. I still have not. But here's what I did do. This is my journal. So although I'm not writing, I do this every day. I might skip a few days, but like Jocko Willink said the other day, life will give you days to take a break. The water heater will break, your mom will be in conflict with what you're trying to do. Your routine should be set in stone, and if something comes up, that's okay. But my routine, and I've had multiple jobs, multiple different times. Had to wake up at 7 to go to this job, had to wake up at 10 to go. You go to bed, remember, evening first, write that down. Evening first. You set your routine up for the morning the night before. How? Going to bed at the right time, setting your clothes out for the gym, having your pre-workout already mixed, having your phones your devices charged if you know you're going to use music for meditation and going live. So many different steps have to be taken in order for you to be set up to have a quick and easy routine. It has to happen quick. I've extended the time, but you start with just a few hours where you have to take advantage of every single minute of every single hour. So you got to take in account the time it takes to commute. Every single minute that you have to spend is important. So, and I'll give you a few more, Dylan. I can come up with a few more. Hang on just one second. That's very important. Trading. I traded I traded music for audiobooks and podcasts. I love music. I'm a musician. But I know the secret of music is the influence of emotion. Music is a tool or a weapon. That's why I'm writing the book, Weapons and Tools. I'm writing a book, by the way, guys. It's a few books at the same time, I think. I might include this as just a part of the Complete Recovery Blueprint. Music is a weapon or a tool. How so? Language is creative. and they're using frequencies. Literally, I mean, you can listen to Mozart and feel great, or you could listen to Joyner Lucas and feel horrible. Why? The frequencies. It's a science. Learn the solfeggio frequencies. 528 hertz is a 417 hertz, 741 hertz, 369, 900 and 369, 963. See, and they all add to a specific number. So it's just that's another subject. Frequencies. So when you combine words with a certain frequency, like I used Joyner Lucas as an example for a reason. The music is melancholy and sad, right? Kind of ADHD, the song. Anybody know? Let me know. Comment down below if you know the song ADHD by Joyner Lucas. I'm trying to use it to drive home the point. But he might. I'm not saying this against his character. I'm not saying that he is a devil or any kind of. What I'm saying is music can be used because we have free will. If you listen to this song over and over and over again, repetition, neurocircuitry, it kind of feels like I'm dying on the inside. Kind of feels like I'm just trying to get by. And I've been this day since day one. I don't need no medication. There's positive aspects of it, but can you hear the negative aspects of it? Your actions are going to follow the way that you think and speak. You will always feel and behave the way that you think and speak. Instead of listening to music, I listen to music all day, really. I'll have focus music playing in the background while I'm doing everything that I do, all day long. Whether it be one headphone in my ear, two headphones in my ear, playing on my laptop, playing on the television. I have frequency music playing. I swap back and forth between brown noise, green noise, frequency music. It's all day. It's music that enhances my ability to learn and be cognitive. I don't waste my time on listening to someone else. You got to realize, sad songs and troublesome lyrics, that's a therapy for that person. You listening to it over and over again, it could be a positive thing, but it could also be a negative thing, depending on where your awareness lies. So that's why I consciously chose. I love Alice in Chains. I love Pearl Jam. I love Soundgarden. I love these bands. I grew up on them. I got some ugly ass tattoos trying to imitate Chris Cornell and Kurt Cobain. Like, I love them, but I don't listen to their music anymore. There's a reason behind that. It's because I know what happens with my behavior when I listen repetitively to this music. So instead of listening to music, I chose audiobooks and podcasts. I can give you an entire list of great podcasts, but it's literally a tool for you to consume what you need to consume in order to learn what you need to learn. So I choose personal growth audiobooks, and I choose podcasts like Joe Rogan, Andrew Huberman, Ed Milet, Jay Shetty, Tim Balayu. It's what you consume is not just the food that you eat and the things that you drink, my friend. What you pay attention to is what you consume. Thanks, Birdie. My goal here for the 8 of you that have gifted me with your attention is to help you change your life, man. You're like, I don't need to change my life. I like my life. Well, good, dude. Good. You probably shouldn't be here then. Wow, Brandon. I understand more daily, our relationship. I'm so thankful for you, my friend. You get me. You point things out to me that I'm not able to notice myself. You see the best in me and you remind me of it daily, and I have no one in my life to do that. It's so important to me. It's so important to me, man. Sorry, I'll get control of my emotions. What's up, Hoodoo? Welcome in. Sorry you joined at this time. You know my vision better than me, Brandon, and you continuously show me things that I'm doing right and things that I'm doing wrong. That's so true. It's so true. Well, I can hint on that. I do a lot of video game playing. I fucking love video games. Why? Well, look around my fucking life. Like, after all the habits after I've done and divide your time into habit building and learning and then enjoying. Let me go blow my nose. Like, literally, that's what I do. Why do I play video games? Because I've been at work all day. I did everything I needed to do. Most people, they go to work, they spend the majority of their day slaving for someone else. I don't choose to do that. I choose to take the $1,800 a month that I get for taking care of my elderly mom instead of making the state do it. And I take that money and I have $900 worth of bills. I'm wise. And I take all that time that I have now because I choose not to slave for someone else. And I spend it learning how to build businesses. I have a wheelchair company I'm about to start. I have Safe Haven, which is, it will be the end of all homelessness. If Safe Haven is in every city of every state, there will be no homeless. But I have all these things that I'm committing my time to now to be sure that I can gain the capital needed to build the legacy I'm building. It's not about me. I'm looking at a problem, which is millions of people going to a program for addiction recovery and then relapsing after 30 years of commitment to the program. I'm paying very close attention to the millions of dollars that treatment centers make and the Suboxone that they give out and the methadone that they give out to keep you the way that you are. Because if you wake up and realize you're in control of the way that you feel inside, and you can use substances to improve or decrease or hinder the way that you feel inside. I'm looking at the problems that I'm most passionate about. I was an addict and I was homeless, both by my own choices. There's only 550,000 homeless people in America, where I live and thrive. There's over 200 million adults working, making money. And you say, well, look at it's like they don't have anybody, man. If they had a few people, a network, co-create oneness, to show them, not only do we care, but we came from where you are into our best life, and you can too. It's like, I'm committed 100,000 million% to ending homelessness and changing what addiction recovery is. Recovery has an end date. You start here, You end here. It's different for everybody. I defeated my addiction in 60 days. In 60 days from the start of me building the habits I started to build, after they formed, I confidently started saying on my lives, I have this documented, that you could take a plate of crack, meth, and heroin and put it in front of me and I would blow it into the ground and stomp it in the dirt. It's not like that for some people. Neurocircuitry has to be established. The way that you think and what you do at any given moment. So brain cell A, going to the gym. Brain cell B, thinking like a little bitch and complaining and being negative about your... You can wire that together and you're not going to get the results. You see all kind of consistent motherfuckers inside the gym not getting the results they want because the neurocircuitry. So brain cell A, I'm going to go to the gym, and brain cell B, I'm going to record the data of everything and I'm going to focus solely on every movement I'm making. You start getting the fucking results that you want. I'm going to build the habit of meditating. All right, well, Charles F. Hannell, there's a great book called The Master Key System. It's in the public domain. You can read it for free by typing in Master Key System PDF on Google. And it's a 9 or 12 part book. It's all to teach you how to meditate, how to visualize. Wow. I'm having so much revelation right now. Thanks to these guys. Thanks to my medicine. How long does it take to start seeing results by going to the gym? It's different for everybody, brother. Thank you for that question. It depends on your level of commitment and understanding that it's painful. So pain tolerance is, you have to, I'll give you an example. I see consistent girls in there, but I pay very close attention. One specific girl I can think of, she hasn't gone up in weight in months. When you go to this gym, same gym every day, and you see the same people, you have no choice but to notice everybody. Although I haven't introduced myself and we don't know each other personally, I'm paying attention to their results. And although she looks great, she's not suffering. So the results she could have are not as great, because you will prosper to the extent you have suffered. And it's not just suffering, it's sacrifice. Sacrifice takes suffering. It's hand in hand. So you will prosper to the extent that you sacrifice. Man, I'm flow states, baby. Gotta love them. Does it make sense? Comment down below if that makes sense to you. You got to go to the gym, and you got to realize that if you're watching the TVs and you're paying attention to what other people think about you and the way that you're standing, that's what I used to do. I was all worried about somebody noticing me and paying too much attention to me while I'm not comfortable being in this gym. Why? Well, I haven't been there every day. 3 years later, I've gone every single day. I know every single machine. There's nothing that I'm uncomfortable about being there. And I'm completely and solely focused. In my ear, I play focus music. It's this one track. It's on the playlist that I told you about. I listen to it every day. I've found, out of the millions of meditation music and frequency music, I've found the one that really makes me focus on the movement and the muscle. So I'm feeding my muscles while I'm at the gym. I'm focused in the mirror, on me, and what I'm doing. And I have an app now, so I could give you this resource too. There's an app. I would have to. I'll make a video about it. I can make a video about it to show people the app that I'm using, because I don't know the name of it. But all it does is it shows you the exercise. When you first start out, you tell the app what equipment you have access to, and you tell them how you want to work out. I chose a bro split, 2 muscle groups a day. So I do chest and triceps, legs and abs, shoulders and biceps, and then back and cardio. and it gives room for 2 days off. I don't take days off, so I'll go and have an all day cardio or an all cardio day and an all lab day. It's working for me. But here's the thing, Pearson's law. If something is a law, it's considered repeatable. Pearson's law states that when you measure your improvement, let me get it right. When you measure your improvement, dang it, why do I always forget it? When results are measured, results improve. When they're measured and repeated back to you in the form of an app that shows you your graphs and your progress, the results double. You know what I mean? They increase. In other words, if you're going to the gym and you're not aware of everything that you're doing and you're not recording it and you don't have a way to look back at where you started and where you're headed, you don't get as much progress. Thank you for that amazing question, dude. Do you wait until night to smoke, or does that not matter? It's a great fucking question, man. I monitor. Well, there's a few things. Everybody has a too much level, right? Everybody has that level where you're like, fuck, I don't feel like doing anything. That includes in drinking. That includes every drug. Like, literally, drinking is a good thing until you pass the threshold and start declining. The dopamine is what you're getting. You feel great, you're social, and as soon as you take too many drinks in 1 hour, it's downhill. Same thing with what I use. If I were to take more than one dab in a set amount of time, I'm fucked up. But I don't do it like that. I do it all day long, different times of the day. But it's always, and it's a habit, but it's to keep me comfortable doing uncomfortable shit. Does that make sense? So I feel like you've got a little bit of shame. It's easy for the world to shame you and make you think smoking all day is bad. You shouldn't do that. It's completely absurd. That hurt. Yeah. So yeah, I don't wait. I used to think that was a thing I needed to do. But now I just realize what's too much at one time, and then what's my goal with using it. So sorry, wrong arm. The mushrooms. I get scared of saying the word, although there's thousands of legal mushrooms, consumable mushrooms. For some reason, TikTok has violated me so many times for talking on this subject. I'm not condoning anything illegal. But with these that I use, join my group. It enhances my ability to be cognitive, to be creative, to be aware of why I'm... In the moment when I'm choosing to do different things, I'm aware of why I'm doing it and what it's accomplishing for me. Why is it important or not important? That's the focus. It gives you your awareness back. Drug addicts spend a lot of time numbing. The drugs that I consume now, not only are they legal in the state that I live in, but they enhance my ability to be creative. They enhance... Like Joe Rogan says, man, it just makes him better at everything. It is for me too. So it's a matter of knowing yourself. Not everybody can do what I do. It's me. And it might change in the future. I want to help you eliminate the shame, dude. It doesn't matter. More so pay attention to why you're doing what you're doing. Before I go take this dab, what's it going to do for me? And what do I have to do for the rest of the day? Is it going to prevent me from getting the dishes done? Is it going to prevent me from building the website page I have to build, writing the blog I have to write? Is doing this going to make me lazy and sit on TikTok for an hour and a half? You just have to use awareness and focus that awareness on the task at hand at all times. When I use to make me feel good and comfortable doing what I'm doing. It's the best way I could put it. Thanks for that amazing question. I see it differently. If I make it to the gym a second day in a row, that's results for me. Fuck yeah, it's results. And then I want to help you, brother. I wish you would comment in the comments and say, I'm committed to this. It doesn't have to be the gym. If you have do you have a gym membership, Brandon? If you have a gym membership, anyone in here that has a gym membership, and you don't have the habit of going to the gym every day, here's the easiest way to form it. Get up at a certain time, or spend your time. Go if you're going in the evening. Just go to the gym. You can stay for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You could get on a treadmill and not try hard. Literally, I mean this. You don't have to try hard. Just for the next 3 months, go to the gym every day. Be present at the gym in front of all the equipment. Because here's what's going to happen. Here's the amazing thing of what happens when you're already there. You shift. You're like, I'm here. Let me increase the weight a little. Let me go a little faster. And the goal while you're doing this is to just be 1% better daily. One more mile, one more rep, one more set, one more hour, whatever it is that you need to commit to increasing in a 1% fashion. Just being 1% better than you were. How do you measure that, Dan? You know how hard you tried yesterday. How hard did you try today? Compare it. And here's another thing. Don't go inside that fucking gym and compare yourself to anybody. No one. Compare yourself to you yesterday. That's it. Little Big Dream. Where can I find that? Join my WhatsApp group, and I can teach you everything that I know. I have a WhatsApp group that is a community of co-creators that help each other. We thrive together. We're a family. And then I have another group where I teach people that I'm reversed. This right here. Mainly this. I've got access to great deals on great products, legal products. Are there people who smoke but also go to the gym? Cigarettes? I smell cigarettes inside my gym, so yeah. I smell it when I'm in there. Walk past a certain person. I can't really think of anyone specific, but yes, I know that's... I used to be that guy. I quit nicotine. Actually, I can't say I quit smoking. I proved to myself that I can drop nicotine though, but here's the thing. I've made this decision over the past few months that the shame is gone. That's what this medicine has helped me get rid of. I don't shame myself for taking a puff off of this thing every now and then. Nicotine is something that relaxes you. So is there a moment are you in an anxious moment and you need to relax? Use it as a tool. But there are a lot of things that can help you control the anxiety besides this. So it's like, I'm just completely aware of why I do what I do, and there's no shame involved in it anymore. But smoke the other thing, smoke this thing, me, it makes me better. It makes me better at the gym. I take a few dabs before I go to the gym. And drive. Yes, I'm not ashamed to tell everybody that I'm glad I got the tattoo, that this does not impair my ability to drive a car. That is bullshit. I've actually proven it to myself because I got a DUI for the stuff. And I stood on one foot for three minutes. Like he timed it and had me swap, followed his, all it does is give them the discretion to say you are or are not able to drive. And then so they get to do what they want. So as long as you don't consent to the sobriety test, yeah, dude, that's a touchy subject for some people. Experiencing the placebo effect. Bro, you're delusional. It's the placebo effect. Me and Rainey had this conversation with this guy that's never tried the things. Rainey, I'm actually more committed. I'm glad you're here, brother. I'm more committed to my goal now because of Mark. I'm able to see what the fuck he's doing wrong and has been doing wrong for the past 20 years. And not only that, but it's reinforced that what I'm doing right now is working. We have the internet. We don't have to have retreats and big expensive fucking things that people have to take a week to go travel to. Like we have the internet, and I have my commitment to doing this every day. The more my audience grows, the more addicts that are willing to say, I don't like going to meetings, I'm going to go listen to this guy. Eventually they figure out that their vision is their recovery. Committing to a vision, a legacy, is your recovery. What do you fucking want out of life? Start going after it. The reward of suffering is experience. Pain always leaves a gift. Rather, it's progress, a lesson. Did you typo, bro? I'm trying to narrate. Dude, thank you, man. I'm glad it's making sense, Steve-O. I'm trying to learn how to ask questions and really make sure that the audience committing to me is actually having the breakthrough moments. Yes, you are. You're the one making it wrong in your head. Shame comes from other people. Guilt comes from you. It's an easy way to remember it. And those are negative emotions you don't want to be a part of your life. Guilt is in your mind, unconsciously, you've violated one of your highest ideals. So say for instance, you've made the decision in your mind to commit to going to the gym. The discomfort in the present moment is what makes you back down and make an excuse and not go. And because of that decision later on throughout the day, you guilt yourself. It's always you. And the shame comes from society. What other people think about the choice you've just made. It doesn't even have to be out in the open. In your own head, shame can come instantly by thinking, oh, well, fucking Johnny and Susie would hate that I just made this decision. Shame. Speaking of change, changing the attitude will change the attitude. Kick this thing up. Dude, your attitude, it's the driving factor behind your behavior. Attitude inside the gym. Fuck. I don't fucking want to be here. Oh my God, every 5 minutes. Damn, dude, I still got a fucking, attitude. Instead, every morning I get up, here's my attitude. Pre-workout. A reminder, I've got some results, so I look in the mirror and I look at myself and I admire myself, and my attitude is, let's go fucking do this because it's working. Attitude. Here's what I can promise you all, man. As I grow into who I've envisioned myself to be in 10 years, I will share and be vulnerable and tell you what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, because there is no wrong. There is no failure. It's not embarrassing to be wrong. It's not embarrassing to be wrong, especially in front of people. Be more wrong. Elon Musk says that. Your goal is not to be right. It's to be less wrong. I'm committing to 20 minutes of my lunch at the gym every lunch. I'm going to hold you to that. When do you go on lunch? And I'll text you. Dude, I just want you to know how much you empower me, Brandon. And I want to do the same thing for you. I've voiced my vision and my desires and my commitments so often. And you've been here every single day with me for a few weeks, few months, right? Not long. It's the ripple effect. You know how to empower that. I want to be the same thing for you, man. I want to know what you truly want deep down, because it's uncomfortable. I experience this with my mom every day. She wants to walk again, but the pain, the medicine that she takes conflicts because she gets sleepy. It's muscle relaxers. So many different things that conflict her being physically able to commit to getting the fuck up with energy and try and practice walking. But as soon as I get off of this live, I'm going to go in there and we're going to practice for 15 to 30 minutes. Why? I'm committed to empowering her goal of walking again. You do? You apply what I say in my lives? I just believe more and more and more every day that I'm guided. It feels really, really good to be guided. To say, thank you, God. Thank you, universe, for the large sums of money that flow to me quickly and easily through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I give you and the world my true gifts with love. And I know that I'm wonderfully blessed financially. It feels amazing to live a life of purpose. Do you see, the reason I do that often on my lives is to show the chill bumps, is to visually help you see that my feelings are changing inside by the way that I'm speaking it. I could say, thank you, God, thank you, universe, for the large sums of money that flow to me quickly and easily through multiple sources. On a continuous basis, I give my true gifts with love, and I know I'm wonderfully blessed financially. It feels wonderful and amazing to live a life with purpose. It's not as impactful as taking your awareness and focusing on the words in search of the feeling. To be empowered by the language that you use. Really? That's all my goal, dude. That's one of my goals. Look at this gin, dude. Gingivitis. Come on, bro. You're speaking on something that was one of the only things left to make me self-conscious. My teeth. Maybe my hairline. I focus a lot on not pulling out any hair at all while I'm brushing, while I'm ponytailing. A broken hair is a lost hair. It's been a great live, dude. I'm going to make a lot of content out of this one today. Amen. Attitudes change altitude. I forgot about that one. That's a great one. He's a moderator. Are you talking about Rainey? Were you talking about Rainey when you said, why can't you mute this dude? He's a moderator. He was kidding. Let me explain what happened. Oh yeah, I was telling y'all about that. Mark Sharon offered me a position of being an affiliate for the Freedom Model Online program. He sent me a link to join it for free. He probably removed it by now. I don't care. He voiced with his business partner on the phone with me his true intentions behind everything he was doing. I didn't pay much attention to it at the time, but I did record it in my mind, and they came to light over a few days. Come on. He doesn't own his property. What he's created, he doesn't own it. If you're a nonprofit organization and you get sponsored by somebody, they own your shit. It's what has happened with him. So he's building this online course, trying to make money because he's committed 25 years to Baldwin Research Institute and to the Freedom Model, and there's no money, no capital to carry his vision. I want to make sure that I'm giving you everything. One, he talked about my friend on the phone with me in a way that he shouldn't have said. He was like, dude's crazy or something. Like, just windows to the soul. Then Rainey tells me about what he did with him. Like, he was like, Rainey, you can't coach. You can't be a coach. Wait a minute, bro. I'm already a coach. So you come to me and you ask me to be an affiliate of your Freedom Model, but you want me to stop what I'm doing? What the fuck do you think this is? He had, and so yeah, I was waiting on. Once Rainey told me that, I was waiting on him to say something about what I'm doing. And sure enough, the text came in. Danny, you can't. He was like, you can't advocate for mushrooms. You can't. It's that might disqualify you from being a candidate for the Freedom Model affiliate. I was like, it will. My response was, it will, because I'm not going to stop what I'm doing to promote the Freedom Model. Sorry. So all this is doing is showing me everything that he's doing wrong that I won't do. In order to make sure, first off, you can't be a non-for-profit. Every treatment center on the face of this planet is for profit. You can't change people's lives on scale without capital. So everything that I involve myself with, although it won't be complete profit, there will be a percentage of it that goes to charity, that goes to fund people without, because to those that have, more will be given. I will be for profit proudly for the rest of my life, and the capital that I build, that I accumulate from my businesses, will be the reason that I'm successful down the line at ending homelessness and changing addiction recovery for the better. Oh, I got return haters? That's funny. Let them come. The more that you guys come in here and get to know each other, like Weird Cargo, Steve-O, you've been following me for what, a year? So like, what I'm looking for is for Bri, you to follow Steve-O and Brandon and realize that this is a community of people that are not only like-minded, but focused on similar goals. Through the strength of community is the reason why 12-step recovery is successful. So we have to build community. We have to continuously come back here often. I'm referring to you guys, to show the people that are new. Say I get someone to come in here to listen to this message and they've never heard it before. If there's 7 of you that's been following me for a year, that's 7 people that can help them, that can answer their questions while I'm speaking on it's a team effort, man. It's a team effort. Follow each other. Support each other. My goal here is community. To build a community larger than the community of AA and NA. And here's the thing about my community. It's online. Yeah, we'll have meetups once a year eventually, right? But it's online. It can't be a cult. It can't. You can't. The things that you can say about AA and NA, you can't say about co-create oneness. Why? It involves people choosing to be better at the same time, co-creating oneness. Yeah, sounds like such a free model. Yeah, freedom model, huh? Very free. His message was, although we don't shun. I can't remember the word he used. Moderation and the use of substances. We don't condone it either. I'm the opposite. I'm a man that understands human beings' desire to alter their mind, especially when they feel a way that they don't like. And our ability to use these mind-altering substances against us to hinder what we're trying to accomplish, or in a way that will empower us and make it easier to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. Looked like the light was off. You show up every day, bro. I was not referring to you. I didn't mean that bad in any way. I mean, like, here's what I mean. There's three of us right now. Bri, Steve-O, and Brandon. I want to see you guys back here as often as you can be. My vision is to see this message impact your life so much that it changes the way that you carry yourself and the way that you behave and make decisions. And so much so that your life improves. And because of that improvement in your life, you're willing to come back here and teach people yourself. Because all I'm doing is sharing my growth. Once you start experiencing the growth and you have the results and you're monitoring all your progress and you're committed to the vision, the same desires will manifest in you. You will want to help other people receive what you have now. To those that have. I have this inside of me, and because I have it, I can give it. I know you're joking, bro. I don't. You're my best friend, man. You really are. Thanks for being here. Frychasm. Frychasm. Blame your dad? No, dude. No, dude. Blame yourself. I blame my dad for so many things. He's dead now. For how I blamed him for how things were, right? Not how things are. Awesome, man. Well, we've had a great live, man, and it's 11, and I think I'm going to end it and chop up some content, help my mom walk, enjoy the rest of my day. I want to give you a piece of advice. Don't commit to more than a few activities in a day. Meaning, not including your routine. This is outside of your routine. For instance, I consider my routine to be the physical exercise, the meditation, and the little bit of journaling that I do, which is really, I don't do journaling. It's what I'm studying. So the process of the journaling for me is right now is writing about trading and taking notes in trading stocks. That'll change one day. But so those are the habits. That's the routine. But the activities, like today, I need to write some stuff. I need to fix a website, and I need to, what else? I haven't even decided. Clean my house. That's 3 activities. It'll take me 2 or 3 hours to clean this entire house and fold all this laundry. It'll take me a few hours to add some more stuff to the website to stay on track with having it a badass website. You can go to it right now, thosethathave.com. It's up. But I'm building it into a blog, content, a store that I've found. It's taken me hours to find some great legal micro products that you can order and have them mailed. And I found some. I've found 3 or 4. And that's a lot because their inventories separately collectively make my inventory large, right? I don't have to drop ship or anything. Like, it's literally an affiliate relationship. And I know that some brand deals are coming from this. One, I migrated back to my old Instagram, where I already have 1,700 followers. It'll help me out with the algorithm. And I'm going to continuously post because they allow it to be openly voicing what I'm doing with this. And in combination with the YouTube centered around helping people with homelessness, all this content in the next year is going to muse together and manifest me some brand deals. There will be people that will say, that pay me money to use certain products it's going to happen. And what was the point I was making? Oh yeah, only a few activities in a day, man. Don't overload yourself. In other words, if you're not working, and what takes the most energy, do it first. What's that for me? Exercise, meditation, and anything I'm trying to do creatively. Because it drains you of energy. So get it done first. Then I can clean my house and do the few other things that I've got planned for the day. After that's over, guess what I'm going to do? Video games. Why? I love video games. It's understand what you love, why you love it, and that it's okay to love it, and you can have more of it as long as you have a vision of the future, you're developing habits for that future, you've committed all this time at the first of your day to what you got to get done. After you get done, it's reward time, baby. Sit down and enjoy the rest of your day. And that's what it's like for me every single day. I'm happy. I love my life. Single wide trailer and all. Hey, Brennan, if you want to contribute to the growth of that, man, if you find great products that will allow me to be an affiliate, hit me up. Let me know. Send me a link. I'm on ShareASale. So I'm finding, I don't really like Clickbank. I don't even remember the name of it. Clickbank, I think. I don't even use them anymore. I haven't necessarily made any money because I haven't been committed to a specific niche. Now I am. It's personal growth, addiction recovery, and micro. And if you put all of that into a pot, it describes my mission. It's great, man. I got some text from you I still have to read, brother. I got real busy this morning. All right, man, I'm going to leave y'all the same way I do every single day, by reminding you that you're full of unlimited potential and you have gifts that this world is waiting to benefit from. Go out and make it your mission to give those gifts. Spread love and light. I love you. You're amazing. And I hope that you have an equally amazing day. Dave, I'm just heading out, man. I love you, bro. Hope that you have an equally amazing day. Dave, I'm just heading out, man. I love you, bro. Hope that you have an equally amazing day. Dave, I'm just heading out, man. I love you, bro. Mom showed me today that she is trying to get up and walk and stretch. Mom showed me today that she is trying to get up and walk and stretch. And she doesn't hold that as a value. She don't see the value in me going live on TikTok. She just says, "Oh, you go on TikTok." He doesn't hold that as a value. She don't see the value in me going live on TikTok. She just says, "Oh, you go on TikTok." Or my mom's friends call me instead of her, and it drives me fucking nuts. Fuck. Over and over again, too. Call her like that. Shit. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna move. I think I'm gonna move it to 10 a.m. my time. That'll be 12. That'll be noon. That way, if anybody is at work that can't join the live, they can on maybe on lunch. And yeah, that'll be 12. That'll be noon on the east, and then that'll be 11 in the center, and that would be 9 on the west coast, like you. So I think I'm gonna move it to that. That gives me a lot more time to keep my house clean during the day. Like, yeah, dude, I'm noticing that fuck, how to word it. That's important to me. Being more cleanly. I don't have time for it mostly because I get lazy after everything else in my life that I've committed to is done. And I'm ready to play video games and chill. So there you go. Taking my own advice, move it to the front. I could use from 8 to 9 to clean my house. It's great, man. No, Dave. Not 9. Noon. What time zone you in, bro? I think you're on the east, right? Yeah, it'll be noon. 10 a.m. my time would be 9 a.m. Brandon's time. Are you in the... Oh, you're in Pacific. Okay, cool. That's what's up. Yeah, I got a lot of people in the east, too. I got a small ask of you guys, man. Especially my new friend Bry and Steve-O. Come here as often as you can. Watch if you see a video on my TikTok feed, take the time to watch it all the way. It doesn't really matter that, even if it's uninteresting and boring, please take the time. This is my ask. Take the time to watch it all the way through, and help the algorithm. So not only like the video, watch it all the way through, and leave a comment if you see some of my content. I promise I'll continue to improve. Meet me here every day with questions. I'm committed to you. The more you voice what you're struggling with and what's in your way, the more I can help you come up with your own plan. It's not going to be my plan. It's going to be your plan. It feels really great, man. It feels really great because I notice... I pay attention to the live feed of a lot of people, and I watch what are they doing it for? Attention. A lot of people are doing it for attention. A lot of people are putting up a debating topic or something that's very offensive to a large section of people and a signage so that it's all a matter of getting gifted. A lot of people are using this as a money mule. Like, I do this to have a platform where I can continuously grow an audience that will meet me here every day to talk about personal power. How powerful we are, not me, you, we. Especially when we get focused on the same type of goal, right? Which is, I'm pretty sure you guys are committed to, man. You want some change, right? Like, you want to change the addiction recovery industry. It's crack. It's crock shit, man. It's bullshit. Let's end it together. Look, I carried this in and segued into a whole nother conversation. You guys can join the group too. I know it's WhatsApp, but it's end-to-end encrypted. And if you want connections, I am that. So join my community. For sure. True that, Brandon. I know Steve-O and Bri are in here for the right reasons. It is the shit, man. It's the shit. Having someone that'll respond to anything you're going through at any given time in number, it's amazing. Eventually, this group will grow so big, we'll have to carry it to another group messaging platform, or I'll have to pay a premium version every month to extend the membership into the thousands, right? But right now, you have a group full of about 60 people. About 30 of us, I would say, are weekly active. About 10 to 15 of us are daily active, meaning that we take the time every day to go in, read a few messages, make sure nobody's struggling or depressed or hurting. And that's what our job is. You give inside the group what you get in return. Dave, you're the prime example of this. Everybody loves on you because you spread so much love. Dave, you are a very, very good, you're good with words. And you're good at compassion too, man. I want you to do this, Dave. Go ask, just ask it in the group. Has my intentions of commenting on anyone's message helped you? I just want you to see how much of a gift you are to other people. Your words, man, you're committed. It's not going to be like that every day, so don't ever feel any kind of guilt and shame or feel obligated that you have to do that every day. I've gone weeks with barely messaging the group, right? Life is going to throw things at you that are more important than going inside of a WhatsApp group. But having it there at all times, knowing if I am struggling and I put this in this group, I'm going to get 15 to 20 people that really care about me, giving me their advice, helping me through it. And then it's really badass when you hit a milestone, when you achieve something, when you get an accolade under your belt, to share that with the group and feel the love, the celebration. And that's what it is. Co-create oneness. I love you, man. Cheers to family and what we're building together. Thank you for being a part of my journey. Thank you for your belief in me. Go out and treat people kindly today. Go out and be compassionate. It's hard. Especially when you're frustrated and angry. That's when I want you to practice it. All right. Love y'all, man. See you tomorrow. Thank you, man. Peace.